I am zen. I am okay. Everything is fine. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode reaction to Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. Everything is okay with me mentally. Last episode happened. You know what happened, and you don't need me to recap it. We should just watch the next episode. We should just move forward. You know, we should always look forward in time rather than backwards, you know? You don't want the past to hold you back. You don't want the past to be baggage in order for you to hinder your growth as a person, to hinder the progress of where you could possibly lead moving forward into the future. So we shouldn't talk about previous episode. I have more stuff to say about previous episode actually, but I'm not going to say it here. I'm going to say it in the post-season discussion. So whatever I post, there's going to be videos about previous episode after the season's over. That's it. So check those out whenever they come out. If you want to hear my post-mortem on that episode, because I have developed even further thoughts ever since I watched it. But I'm not going to do it today. Today, we're moving forward. Today, things are changing. My future is changing. We're moving into the next episode. Everything is fine. I mean, it's not, but I just like to pretend that it is. Okay. Forward, everybody. Buffy, sure. Patreon. Check out the Patreon. Link in the description below. Pop up on the screen. You can support the channel. You can watch the finale for season 6, I believe. Yeah, you can do that already on the Patreon. Also, you can watch full-length reactions. If you want to watch full-length to previous episode and this one and the next two, you can do so over there. And I'm also going to be finishing up Angel at some point. Angel is a little bit far behind, I'm going to lie to you. I kind of been locked into season 6 here, but okay. Let's just watch this episode. Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, season 6, episode 20. Let's go. Okay, ambulance.
She's in the back. This way.
Okay. Sander call for help. Does he even know what happened inside? I don't think he does.
Oh God! Oh no! Please come on! Come on, Tara! Please. By Osiris, I command you, bring her back.
Again with this?
Wait! How dare you invoke Osiris in this task? You may not violate the laws of natural passing.
How is this natural?
It is a human death by human means.
But
You raised one killed by mystical forces. This is not the same.
Okay.
He is taken by natural order. It is done!
Willow's about to fight God.
Come on, Buff, hang on. We're gonna get you to the hospital. Willow, oh my God, are you okay? Warren, he had a gun. Warren.
There we go. She has the name. She's gonna go kill him.
Will! Sir, we have to go. Are you coming with us or not?
Oh my god. Dawn is gonna run into Tara's corpse. And she's not gonna have any context for anything. There's nobody at the house.
Doesn't matter what they call it. They got us, okay? We're going.
Willow's gonna kill these two. I feel.
That guy's been looking at me. I think he wants to make me his butt monkey.
I really don't care about you guys.
Besides, Warren is gonna find a way to get us out of here.
Oh my god. Honey, your boyfriend doesn't give a shit about you.
And nobody's coming to get us, not even your aunt who won't return your one phone call. And neither does your partner in crime, Warren.
Don't say that. What do you mean, my partner in crime? We're in this together.
What do you mean, what do I mean? You two were setting me up, and then Warren was gonna screw you over, too.
You're wrong. He's out there right now devising a brilliant way to get us out of here.
What are we gonna see?
Hey.
Cool.
You don't get a lot of humans.
I'm watching my program.
Alligator TV? Hell yeah, man.
Want to interrupt your me time? I'm gonna buy the guy who killed the Slayer a drink.
Everyone's immediately like, what?
I took her out myself.
With a gun!
I've been heading an organization.
Something you fools have never even tried to do once before.
And you killed the Slayer?
With these hands.
With a gun.
You, warlock?
It's funny you mentioned that. I've explored all the dark arts, but you know what I found really works? Gun.
You killed the Slayer with a gun.
Don't underestimate science, my friends. Good old-fashioned metal meets propulsion.
A gun is just one of the best types of magic.
You are screwed.
Metal meets propulsion, yeah. But you still better be a good shot.
Because if she didn't die, she's gonna come back for your ass.
Just on the news.
Oh, they saw the news.
She survived. She's in the hospital.
I was gonna eat you myself during the commercial, but now I think it'll be more fun to let the Slayer degut you.
Or maybe we can all go and murder her in the hospital? See, these vampires, none of these demons see the bigger picture, you know? They could just go and murder her when she's in the hospital bed. This is very precious information he just gave you. And they're all just like, I don't give a shit.
Where do you keep the black arts books?
You don't have to do.
I need power.
Not with those books. I can't let you.
Hope Anya's okay. Hope she didn't stop her heart or something. Okay, we're just absorbing information. Yep. This is about what I was expecting, you know? Oh my god, the upside down pentagram. Just to denote, like, she's doing some evil satanic shit.
That's better.
See, you know, she has dark hair because she's Dark Willow now. She's evil as shit. Okay, here we go. I knew that this would I knew exactly that this is the way this was gonna go. I knew it. I fucking knew it. None of you give a fuck about Dawn. None of you. She's just gonna walk in and see Tara's corpse. That's it.
Hey, the door was Tara?
Yeah?
Alright, who's next?
I'm in a bit of a situation here. I tried to do us all a favor and eliminate the Slayer, but I guess it didn't take.
Slayer is least your problems.
Oh, he knows Willow is coming. He can feel it.
If I were you, I'd worry about the witch.
Yeah?
Which?
Willow? She's the new power, man. Anybody with intuition can feel it.
Ooh.
She's gonna blow this town apart.
He can feel it.
With you.
Me?
He doesn't even know he killed Tara.
But the Slayer is alive, and she heals.
Yeah, she might, but somebody is stone cold, and that is why
Yeah.
the witch wants your head.
It was a straight shot. That's the craziest shit.
Sense your essence right now, man. It's just a matter of time before she finds you.
Take it. Right, there's that, and I can get more. Just give me something.
Give me a teleportation spell or something.
Fight or fight.
Both. All of it.
Give me a teleportation spell that can send me to Nepal. Like,
Can't guarantee anything. Not this time.
it's not gonna save my ass, but it's gonna give me a little bit of time, you know?
I was running on pure fury. I've never felt anything like it.
Thank you for the tip, Nostradamus. Slowed me up, okay?
I like that the drug dealer came back. And I like that he has the insight. I like that.
Gotta stop that bleeding.
Where?
Over by the left ventricle.
BP is down to 85.
Again, like, Buffy could not be more vulnerable. Like, all of you should be like, oh shit, we should go and try to double tap her. That would be the smart thing to do. Oh my god. Willow's about to accidentally kill Buffy. I mean, I think it's Willow.
Leave.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna save Buffy with the dark arts. Oh my gosh, she's dressed in all black now.
Well, what are you doing? She's gonna die.
No, she isn't.
Sure.
It's so small.
Okay, she's fine.
What happened?
I like how all of the surgeons didn't even question Willow. They were just like, oh, God broke in. I guess we should just let her have it.
You gotta stop doing this. This dying thing's funny once, maybe twice.
Willow?
When did you get into My Chemical Romance?
It's time to find Warren.
Willow's gonna be the real villain of the season at the end of the day. We have to stop her from blowing up the entire planet. I don't put it past Willow to just like blow up an entire like public transport, killing like 50 civilians just to kill Warren.
Faster. We're close. I can feel it.
And we'll catch him and he'll go to jail.
She's not gonna go to jail. She's gonna disintegrate him. She's gonna flail him alive. She's gonna blow up the whole bus, I think. Yeah. She doesn't give a shit. Okay, the bus didn't blow up. That's a good thing.
Get out.
All of you just get out. Or maybe just Warren. He knows it's his time. He knows it's him. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you trick her with a robot? How could you sense his life energy when he wasn't real?
He tricked me. We'll find him another way, and then we'll kill him.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Calm down.
There's no excuse for what Warren did, but
He
that's
shot Tara.
She's dead?
She's dead. Now he's dead too.
Christ, well, how come you didn't say anything?
I'm busy.
Yeah.
Willow, please, just stop. We love you. And Tara. But we don't kill humans. It's not the way. Willow, if you do this, you let Warren destroy you too.
You said it yourself, Will. The magic's too strong. There's no coming back from it.
I'm not coming back.
Will, please.
Yeah,
Please
self-destruction.
get through
We
this together.
won't. Not your way. No more talking. It's done.
She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't have to talk to you guys. Vanish. Sure. This is about what I was expecting. Yeah, what's up with Dawn?
Dawn?
You just left a child with a corpse. I mean, it's Willow's fault, really, because Willow is the only one who didn't say anything to anybody.
I didn't want to leave her alone.
Yeah. Sweetheart, honey, we need to get out of here, okay?
I don't understand. I don't understand either.
I don't understand either. That was the second floor. There was no shot that the angle would have hit her.
You better sign this. Sure. Call this number tomorrow. We'll have more information. Thank you. Sorry for your loss.
The mundanity of it is just... It really just fucking stings. Just having to just keep doing this shit. That's why the body was so good.
We need to find Willow.
Warren's a dead man if she finds him.
Good.
I don't blame her for thinking that way.
Say that. Why not? He killed Tara and he nearly killed you. He needs to pay.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Xander, being a slayer doesn't give me a license to kill. Warren's human. So? So the human world has its own rules for dealing with people like him. We can't control the universe. If we were supposed to, then the magic wouldn't change Willow the way it does. And we'd be able to bring Tara back. And Mom. There are limits to what we can do. There should be. Willow doesn't want to believe that. And now she's messing with forces that want to hurt her. All of us.
I've had blood in my hands all day.
Yeah.
Blood from people I love.
Yeah.
I know. And now it has to stop. Warren's going to get what he deserves. I promise. But I will not let Willow destroy herself.
Okay. Glad that that's the focus.
Okay, where do we go?
Maybe the magic box or some kind of locating spell. I could go myself.
I'm cool. I'll go.
Dawn can't stay here by herself. Let me go with you. No, honey. It's too dangerous. You've been through enough for more than one... ever. You should be someplace where you feel safe.
I don't think... Tara died in this house.
I want to go to Spike's.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
All right.
What? Are you kidding? After what
Spike
Spike did...
I'll get the coats.
Well, Spike is gone, so... He's gone and he's trying to become eviler right now.
Can't. Besides, he wouldn't.
Well, after the other night, I'd say all bets are off of what he's capable of.
He actually has a point.
Dawn feels
Spike is going through something right now.
Blood of the slain. Hear me. Guide me to Tara's killer.
Okay. Location spell. A ritual. A whole ass map? Shit. She has Hermit Purple. That's just straight up how Hermit Purple works.
Spike.
Yeah, it's Clem.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Can I get you ladies something? I was just about to mix up.
Clem is so, like, chill.
Spike, actually.
He didn't tell you? He left town. That's why I'm staying here for him. Plus, I don't have a TV.
I got
I'm
it.
surprised he didn't tell you. We kind of left in a hurry, I guess.
Do you think maybe Dawn could hang out here with you for a while? I have some stuff that I need to do, and I really don't want her to be alone.
Just hang out with
I
Clem.
don't see why I just Dawn. We've been through this.
Dawn is just gonna run away.
What do you think?
No problem.
Be back as soon as I can. I promise. Okay. Thank you. Did he say when he'd be back?
No, only that he could be gone a while.
Okay. Okay, we're still following Spike. He's just gone somewhere else. Where the fuck is he?
Not asking for permission.
Is in Africa? How did he make it to Africa? Okay. Okay, he's trying to find some kind of ritual to bring back his evil nature or something. Or remove the chip, I suppose. I was not expecting to follow Spike today. I was ready for him to just be gone for the rest of the season.
You seek me, vampire.
Yeah, I seek you.
Okay.
Something about a woman.
That's always the way it is with this dude.
The Slayer.
That's always the way it is with this dude.
Bitch thinks she's better than me. Ever since I got this bleeding chip in my head, things ain't been right.
Look what she's reduced you to. You were a legendary dark warrior and you let yourself be castrated. And you have the audacity to crawl in here and demand restoration. You're a pathetic excuse for a demon.
Yeah, I'll show you, pathetic. Give me a best shot.
You'd never endure the trials required to grant your request.
Do your worst. But when I win, I want what I came here for.
Okay.
Bitch is gonna see a change.
I think he's gonna succeed.
Willow was here earlier. She put the whammy on me and then went straight to the dark arts books. Sucked them dry.
Look, Anya, something terrible happened.
I know. Tara.
Is there something you can do? Locate her spell?
I don't need a spell. I can feel her.
Every magic user can feel her.
The thirst for vengeance. It's overwhelming.
Yeah. The entire city is like, whoo! No wonder everybody was just laughing at Warren.
Is everyone okay? Did Willow got a power boost and took off?
Anya was saying she knows where Willow is. It seems Anya got her vengeance on again. Why don't you go to her? Isn't that your gig?
Normally I'd have to, but she doesn't want me. She wants to do it herself. Yeah.
If you know where she is, you can help us.
I'll help, but I'm helping Willow. She's close to him. He's in the woods.
I don't know if we're gonna stop her. I don't know how we can stop her. We're gonna walk in and what is she gonna do? She's just gonna paralyze us and then she's just gonna skin Warren alive.
Run all night, Warren. I'll still find you.
It's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do jack shit. I like how funny that looked. They just used like a puppet.
Cut it.
What it? See whatever that does. That's funny.
That's cute. That's a cute trick. It was an accident, you know.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
This works.
Instead of killing my best friend, you killed my girlfriend.
It wasn't personal. That's all.
Well, this is.
I don't believe anything Warren could possibly have would do anything. I think he's fucking dead.
Here, Tite.
Cute tricks.
I'm gonna walk away from this. And when I do, you're gonna beg to go join your little girlfriend.
She wasn't your first.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't the first girl you killed.
I don't know what you're talking
Reveal.
I should have strangled you in your sleep.
Oh.
We shared a bed. I should have done the world a favor.
Maybe this will be a poetic kill.
Why, Warren?
Make it go away.
It didn't have to be like that. How could you say you loved me and do that to me?
Because you deserved it, bitch!
Because you liked it.
Oh, shut up!
You never felt you had the power with her. Not until you killed her.
Women, you know, you're just like the rest of them. Mind games.
You get
Oh
all
my
of them.
god.
That's why you had him.
Warren just wants to get killed.
What's the matter? Thought you wanted to talk.
No.
Okay. I'll talk. Want to know what a bullet feels like, Warren?
Ooh.
A real one? I think you need to feel it.
Oh, God, stop it.
Slowly
Nothing
pierce.
is a neat little hole. First, it'll obliterate your internal organ.
Please, stop, God. Please.
I'm
I'll do anything.
The pain will be unbearable, but you won't be able to move. Bullet usually travels faster than this, of course. One tiny piece of metal destroys everything. It ripped her insides out, took her light away. Now the one person who should be here is gone. A waste like you gets to live.
Please, God. You don't want this. You're not a bad person. Not like me.
Willow!
When you get caught, you'll lose them too. You don't want that. I know you're in pain.
Warren, you need to shut the fuck up.
Forward now.
Oh my God.
Called it. That's literally what I said she would do. There you go.
One down.
She's gonna go after the other two. She's gonna go after the other two idiots that had nothing to do with this. I mean, they had something to do with the previous stuff, but not this one. Not specifically. Okay. That's why the other two idiots are so fucking pathetic. Because they really need to show you that, like, yeah, those two idiots don't deserve this level of violence inflicted upon them, you know? So what's interesting about the way we operate in stories and just media in general, actually, like, more specifically something like TV or movies, is something you can visually see, is that you can tell whenever they want you to feel a certain way about a specific character, emotionally speaking, so that you don't feel super broken about it moving forward. And what I mean by that is that Warren is the worst piece of shit in the world because they're gonna kill him off in this way, and Willow is gonna do it in a very evil way. But you, the audience, are not gonna see Willow as completely unforgivable for this level of violence being enacted because Warren sucks. However, whenever we look at a different character, like, I feel like if she did that shit to Jonathan, I would not feel as willing to forgive Willow for that. I do think Jonathan should be in jail because he did a bunch of shit that was bad. Also, he did that shit in Superstar. So I do think that guy should be put away. But to see this level inflicted upon a dumbass like that, I don't know about that. I think that Willow would be a little bit difficult to forgive after that. But it could happen, you know. I'm just speculating here because we're separating definitely Warren here, and then maybe what's gonna happen next episode with the other two. But okay. But at the same time, like, Willow should have no issues whatsoever killing the other two. They're trapped in jail. She knows where they are. She just teleports there and just does that, and then they're gone. You know, that could just be what happens. Man, I was 100. Like, I have to wonder what was the reaction for a viewer watching my reaction to this, because I said like maybe 5 times she's gonna skin Warren alive, and then that's exactly what she did. But because that's what I was thinking. In my head I was thinking like Willow is gonna enact a level of violence upon Warren that is not gonna be equative to what he deserves, you know? Because Willow is operating in pure rage. So in my head I'm like, what is like the worst thing I can imagine Willow doing? And I'm like, she's gonna literally rip his skin off. That's what I thought. And that is exactly what happened. The most shocking part to me is the fact that he didn't die immediately. That he died immediately. That is the most shocking part to me. Because I feel like she would have wanted him to suffer while she's skinning him. But she just did it, and then it's just like, done. All right, I'm gone. So that is the shocking part to me. Is that he didn't suffer enough. That's the shocking part to me. Anyway, this episode, very different episode from the previous one in some ways, because I mean, I don't think you can really do anything with previous episode really. And what I mean by different episode is the previous episode was an episode where I fell in pure horror and shock. This episode, I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. Willow's just gonna kill everybody. And then that is exactly what the episode is, you know? It's not an episode that feels miserable in a sad way. It's an episode that just feels like, okay, we're just spiraling down. We're just like rolling down a mountain now. Like, we're there's no breaks. Nothing is stopping Willow. We're just going. And we're not going to stop until there's a pool of blood on the floor, you know? And that is exactly what this episode was. And maybe that's going to be what the rest of the season is. I don't know. I don't fucking know what direction the season is going to take. Because, like, usually speaking, the way Buffy seasons go is that, you know, you have, like, a main antagonist or something that you have to deal with at the end of the season. And that's usually the way it's been always. Except for, like, season 4, in which we did the Restless for the final episodes. But even then, the structure of episodes up until 21 was the same, you know? We have the bad guy that is Adam, and then we just take care of him, and then whatever. For this season, I don't fucking know, dude. Because, like, the main bad guys are the Three Stooges that don't fucking matter. Willow has already flailed alive, the one that was the bad one. And he didn't stand a fucking chance, honestly. I do like that part of Warren, though. That in this episode, he was, like, cocky. He was like, I just killed the Slayer. And then everybody was like, oh, man, you better hope that was a good shot. Because, like, if you didn't, she's going to come for your ass. And not even that. It's like, they saw it on the news. And then Warren's like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. I fucked up. Then he goes for the drug dealer. And then the drug dealer was like, dude, the Slayer's not the problem. The problem is the witch. And it's like, what witch? Willow. And it's like, oh, she was a witch? I didn't know that. What did I do to her? You killed her girlfriend. Shit, that was I didn't mean to do that. It's so funny to me. Because Warren has this, like, overconfidence. And the episode starts with him being so overconfident. And then you get to see how that facade just fucking... It's not a facade, but, like, the overconfidence just fucking crumbles. And he just turns into a guy that's just, like, running away, being like, oh, fuck, oh, shit, they're coming after me, and I need to get the fuck out of here. And, like, the thing is that that is very pathetic, because he is. He's a very pathetic little man. That's the thing about Warren. But there's a different flavor to every other season that we've had that was just like, you know, we're fighting the bad guys, and there's some kind of like climax or like big fight or like I don't know, like confrontation that is on some level in equal measure that is important and we should be taken seriously. We're not doing that. This season is just like, we have a steamroller and we're slowly rolling over this dumbass. And we're just watching how all of his muscles and all of his bones are just slowly being crushed, popped. He's turning into a pile of red goo while screaming on the floor, please, I'm sorry. And we're just watching it happen until he's dead. And that's what this episode was. I don't know what that analogy was. Don't worry about it. That was a bad analogy. But that is kind of what it's like. It's just like Willow is an unstoppable force, and she's just killing Warren. And the entire process of killing Warren was this entire episode. And then it happened. And then she's like, all right, I'm going to keep going. And then the episode ended. And it's just like, okay. So, okay, I'm going to make a prediction right now. The final episode of this season is going to be Spike comes back and Buffy has to fight him. Because he's going to overcome his trials and he's going to be evil as shit now. Well, he's going to be dealing with a lot of whatever bullshit feelings is going on with him. I don't know what direction that's going to go. I could have maybe predicted something with Spike, but then I watched previous episode, and now I no longer know what the fuck Spike can do. I don't know what direction that guy is going to go, and honestly, I don't want to know. I don't give a fuck about that fool. We're going to see whatever he comes back, whatever the fuck he does. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if we are to make a season that has to feel like there is some kind of climax at the end, and they don't have to do that. They don't. But I'm thinking that if they do, and I think that it's more likely that they will rather than them not doing it. But if they do have some kind of climax at the end, I'm like, it's not going to be us fighting like Jonathan, you know? That's not going to happen. It's not going to be us fighting Andrew. They might be dead within the next 10 seconds next episode, before the intro. I don't know. But, you know, that might happen. Now, okay, that's one thing. So I'm thinking, what is going to be the end? What is going to be the conflict of the final two episodes? And the conflict of the final two episodes, to me, is like a coin flip between two options. Willow or Spike. And it could be both, actually. Like, I am thinking to myself, like, it wouldn't be surprising to me if we spend the next entire episode just dealing with Willow. Maybe the next episode and a half. And then in the middle of the final episode, Spike just rolls up and he's like, Slayer, I'm gonna kill you. And then they just start fucking getting down, just fighting again. and is gonna be even more fucked up than it was before. Like, because like we fought with Spike like maybe 10 times at this point. Like a fight with Spike doesn't mean shit to me, but the emotional, like after the roller coaster that was this fucking season, and a new fight with Spike is gonna be a little different, I think. So sure, maybe that's gonna be the end of the season, but maybe it'll just be Willow. Who knows? I do. Hold on a second. I do wanna mention something here, but you need to give me a second here to check something out first. This is really funny. Okay. I'm. So I'm gonna show you guys something, and I want you to know that this is in reference to earlier in the season when the Willow drug addiction was kicking real high after she brought Buffy back to life at the very beginning. These are logs of Discord, of a conversation between my editor and I. I'm just gonna pull this shit right up. But this is gonna be really funny because he doesn't remember he said this shit. The other day I mentioned it and he was like, "Wait, did I say that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you did." And I'm looking at it and the log is funnier than I remember. That's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. Here's my second part to it of what. Like, this is my prediction for the end of season 6. This was a response to what he said. It's like, yeah, I do like this idea. We cooked this shit in fucking August. This is what we were thinking. Like, I like my description. Willow destroy these 3 idiots who are basically Power Rangers B-plot side characters, and then everybody goes like, "What the fuck?" like yeah, that. I mean, Warren kind of deserved that. Yeah, I don't think he deserved that level of violence inflicted upon him, and I do follow Buffy's, moral code of like, I am not being given a license to kill because of what happened, because he's just a shitty person. We don't control everything. We throw him in jail and we'll see what happens. Like that kind of shit. So like I get that, but at the same time, I'm not really. Because when Buffy said like, I am not being given the power to choose life and death over this dude, like I don't get to judge that Warren deserves to die. Like that's not my judgment here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm with you on that. But at the same time, I wouldn't really be upset if he died. Like if something happened and he just died, I would be like, well, there you go. Problem kind of solved itself. And however, everyone is more concerned about what Willow is doing to herself, which, fair. I do believe that is what we should be focusing on. But when I'm looking at fucking Jonathan and Andrew, I'm like, yeah, they are kind of Power Ranger B-plot side characters. Like those guys are not. They are Bulk and Skull, Like I guess they're not. They are B-plot main characters because they are Bulk and Skull, Like, but I don't think they deserve the level of violence that Willow wants to inflict upon them. And I don't know if they're going to survive or not. Like, they're either going to die in the next 10 seconds or somehow we're going to stop them. Somehow we're going to stop Willow. I don't know what's going to happen with the other two. I really don't. I feel like I don't mind if Andrew dies, but I would be a little bit upset if Jonathan dies. And the thing about Jonathan is that he also sucks, and he did technically rape people like 2 seasons ago in season 4 in Superstar. But it was like, it's one of those things where like in Superstar, it felt like the episode didn't realize that is what it was doing. So like the episode wasn't interested in exploring that because he wasn't thinking about it in that way. It was just like, Jonathan is now the king of the world and he's so cool and everybody loves him and he's getting laid every night. And it's like, yeah, but like if you think about it for a second, that is technically rape because he's introducing a foreign substance that controls the minds and actions of other people that forces them to have sex with him. So that's rape. That's a drug rape. And I don't think anyone who wrote that episode had that in mind when they did that. So I think that Jonathan is this weird case of like, he sucks within the world, but it wasn't the intention of anyone who wrote him for him to suck that bad. which is why he's not addressed to suck that bad. And then this season, he actually doesn't suck that bad. He's the only one who's like kind of good. He's really just hung out with the wrong crowd kind of bad. He is the guy who accidentally gets involved in some shady, awful shit, but now he's an accomplice and he doesn't know what to do. But he actually doesn't want to roll with them anymore. Like we had several scenes in which Jonathan was like, you know, like, like after this we're done, right? Like we don't have to keep doing this. And they're like, yeah, we'll be done, don't worry about it. And then they're like, we're gonna kill him when he turns his fucking back on us. You know, like that was the plan with Warren and Andrew, which to me is like, yeah, Jonathan doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. But at the same time, he's still reaping the benefits of like the bank that there were. It wasn't a bank, but it was like a money kind of shipment, whatever. A money transfer. They just burst into a fucking car that was moving money, and they just took all of it. But I also don't remember. I don't remember specifically. But I think that Jonathan didn't even want to do that either. I think after Warren killed that her, what was her name? Katrina, something like that. When Warren killed her ex, I think that was a moment where Jonathan was like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. You know, like we were kind of goofing off and just hanging out and talking about Star Wars and shit. But like the moment that it became real, what we were doing had like real fucked up consequences, and not even consequences, just like the reality of it hit Jonathan. Because like when she called out the fact that they were essentially going to commit rape on her, I saw that Jonathan and Andrew didn't even think about it that way. They didn't think about it that way. And it makes me want to punch them in the face. But it's the thing of like, these two are so fucking stupid. They are so fucking stupid. And like, in that moment, you can tell that it dawned on them. And ever since that moment, Jonathan wasn't cool with any of it. Like, Jonathan was like, I don't want to deal with this. So I don't want to be a part of this. So like, a part of me is kind of rooting for Jonathan to just be better, to just be a better person. But like, I guess here is where we're kind of gonna go into. We don't have to go into this argument, but I guess I will a little bit. And it's like, hey, how do we stand on punitive justice? What do we think about punitive justice versus reformation? You know, how do we feel about that conceptually? I would rather have a society that would allow and encourage and try really hard to reform people. And the idea behind jails should be that. And I think the idea is that. But that's not the way it works in practice. In practice, it's about punishing. It's punitive. It's you are going to repent for your sins kind of shit. You know, like you're going to suffer because you made others suffer. And I get that, but that doesn't really do anything for anybody. We're just torturing people for the sake of torturing people. A better system would be a system that would actually help people reform and become better people, so that they may one day maybe be a good member of society and they can do good deeds instead of just bad ones, and then we just torture them until they die. And it's like, that's fucked up. So that is my personal belief. So to me, I do think I would kind of want to root for Jonathan to, you know, get better and to reform a little bit as a person, because you can see the cracks in which Jonathan is a real guy. Because like Jonathan is also the one guy that we have followed the most, because like the first time we saw him, he tried to kill himself. It's like, okay, you immediately feel bad for this guy, even though that episode was a kind of a joke, but you immediately kind of feel bad for this guy. The next time we see him, he wants everybody in the world to like him, and there's some side effects of that are really kind of creepy. But the reality of it, you understand where that comes from, and you're like, okay, I still kind of feel bad about this kid, because, you know, he tried to kill himself, and then the next year he's still kind of trying to cope with that, and he's like, oh, I want people to like me, and then everybody does like him to like a cartoonish level. And then you're a little bit like, okay, you know, like I hope that he gets to find some kind of group or support that it can actually help him out. And he doesn't. He finds the worst two people he could possibly find, and that becomes his group, and that just makes him worse. So like Jonathan is like cursed by a witch to like fall into the worst possible situations just over and over. And I do kind of want to root for him to just be better. And I want him to go in jail, and I do want him to have a shot at life at some point, you know? I don't really feel that way about Andrew, because we really don't know anything about Andrew, but I don't think he deserves to be flayed alive. I don't like Andrew, but he doesn't deserve that, you know? He also deserves to just go in jail and shit. I do think that I would prefer, I'm kind of on Buffy's side in that I do kind of want Warren to go in jail and to just get locked away and just disappear. That would be preferable to him being skinned alive. Because I don't think anybody deserves that level of violence. Like, I just simply don't believe that. But I also don't really feel bad about that, you know? I guess that's how I feel about these three losers, is that I don't feel bad about what happened to Warren. I don't think he deserved it, but I don't feel bad about it. I would feel maybe a little bit bad about Andrew if the same thing were to happen to him. But at the same time, I don't think I would feel bad. I would feel bad for Willow. I don't feel bad for Willow for what she did to Warren, because Warren was kind of a piece of shit. But her doing it to Andrew, who sucks, but I don't think he deserves that level of violence inflicted upon him, because he's not a full-on psycho like Warren was. He's just a loser, and he is a pathetic loser, and he gets off on the idea of being having power over someone without any of the consequences of it. So that's something about Andrew that I do hate. I really don't like that guy, but I don't think he deserves that level of violence. I don't think he deserves to be flayed alive. So I will feel bad if that were to happen, but it wouldn't really feel super bad. I would just be like, it kind of sucks that Willow did that though. Like, I think that that's not something Willow should have done. If it were Jonathan, I would feel bad. Because we've followed Jonathan long enough for me to feel like I do want this fucking kid to be a better person, and he's not being given the chance to do that, and now he's been turned into a statue of meat, you know? Like he's been ceased to exist, and I don't think he deserves that. I do think he deserves to go in jail though, like for sure. So that's kind of where I stand in them. Sorry, I talk a long time about those three idiots, but I feel like that's kind of where the direction of both this episode and then next one is gonna go. Because like the thing is that the focus of the episode really went instead of focusing on like the losses and the pain, it was like, we're not dealing with any of that shit. We already had the body. That's not what we're doing today. Today, we're just gonna murder Warren. Like, that's it. That was the entire episode. It's just like, Willow really got into My Chemical Romance, and then she just went and murdered Warren, and that was the episode. We spend 0 time mourning Tara, which I feel personally offended by. Like, I really do. I understand that Willow is going on her revenge crusade or whatever because she's so in pain. I am concerned for Willow, but I am also upset at Willow because I would have liked for her to mourn Tara. She didn't. She was like, no, I'm gonna kill everyone. And then that's all she did. You want to know what else she didn't do? She didn't tell anyone that Tara died. So Tara's corpse was just left there rotting for a full ass day. From like, that was in the morning until nighttime. So for like, let's say 12 to like 15 hours. Tara's body was just left there rotting. And because she didn't tell anybody about nothing, Dawn just walked home. He was like, what's going on? And then she just saw Tara's dead body, which we know how important Tara was to Dawn because that was essentially her mom for a while. We saw how happy she was previous episode, which, you know, preemptive twist of the knife. Good move. Hate it. Then she walks, sees her dead body. We didn't even get to see what she did when she saw the body. It was just like, no, we're going away from that. We don't want to see that, which actually true. I don't want to see that either. But then the next time Buffy goes back home and it's like, oh my God, Tara's dead body. And then Dawn is just sitting there in a corner watching her. And what she said broke my heart. She said, I didn't want to leave her alone. I am pissed off at Willow. I really am. Dawn doesn't deserve anything of what happens to her. And I feel really bad for Dawn. I love Buffy's line that was like, you've had enough death in your everything. You know, I don't remember what the line was, but it was like, yeah, like everything that Dawn has had to deal with is like more than enough for anyone ever. You know, just like it's so much. Dawn has suffered so much, and I feel really bad about that. Buffy was shot, and it didn't matter whatsoever. Because, you know, the fact that Tara died is what mattered. I actually do kind of like that. I do. Because it's so clear when you watch previous episode that, like, yeah, Buffy got shot, but, like, I don't care. Like, the fact that Tara died and also Spike tried to rape Buffy. That's the two things that really got me. Buffy got shot and I'm like, whatever, who gives a shit, you know? And I like that this episode was also like that, you know? Sander was so worried. He was like, oh my god, they shot Buffy, we have to take care of her. She's in the hospital, she's getting surgery. And then Willow walks in and she's like, you're good, we're gonna murder Warren. And it's like, okay, that is what the episode is. It is like exactly what it would be, yeah. So I don't really have to talk about that. Spike went to Africa, apparently. I don't know. It looks like he's in Africa. I don't know how he got there within what looks like a day. I don't know how he did that shit. I mean, he got into a magical portal or something. You know, we live in a universe where magic exists. So he just went to Africa and he found a English-speaking demon in Africa who just told them, hey, you gotta go into these trials in order to get the chip removed. Well, he mocked him, and then Spike was like, bring it on, essentially. So that's our check-in with Spike. I don't know what else to say about that. You know, we're just gonna see where that goes. I was just fully ready for Spike to just disappear for the rest of the season, but I guess he's not. And now I'm thinking he's gonna come back at the end of the season. Final episode. He's gonna come back, he's gonna do something. So that's where I am. But yeah, I don't know what the antagonist is gonna be. Well, antagonist. I mean the main conflict of the season at the very end. Because, like, it's not fucking Warren. Like, one, he's done, but also I knew it wouldn't be Warren. And I knew it wouldn't be Jonathan and Andrew. And I don't think they're going to be. Because they suck. The conflict is more than that. The conflict is that Tara died and Willow is got to level the entire continent. You know? Like, that is really the problem. Like, the final conflict of the season might be Willow summoning a meteorite that's just gonna come and crash down and blow up Sunnydale. Like, that's where I'm at. And yeah, we're gonna have to stop her. Like, that might be the final conflict. Or it might not be. I don't know. The main conflict might be Spike. Or it might not be. The final conflict might just be something that is none of this. It might just be everybody sitting at a table being sad and being like, man, this year sucked. And that credits roll. That might be the end. I don't fucking know what's gonna happen. I really don't. Something I do want to clarify though, because I noticed this. After, even before I uploaded the reaction for previous episode, because I made a community post. I was like, man, fuck that episode 619. I want to say that people kind of put me on a suicide watch a little bit. People kind of looked at me and they were like, I'm so sorry for your loss, man. It really sucks. Like, I'm so sorry you had to see that. And I'm sitting here like, I really appreciate the sentiment. And I get it, because I really hated watching that episode. It made me fucking miserable. I don't want to watch that episode ever again. However, like, I'm fine. Like, I'm really fine. You don't have to worry that bad about me. And more importantly, I don't hate this season. If you thought that I hate this season because of what the previous episode did to me, I'm fine. I don't hate the season. I still think this season might be my favorite. And previous episode, I do have some reservations about previous episode that I have thought about after I finish watching it, that I'm going to talk about later when the season's over. But I still think that that episode was, generally speaking, something that I appreciated. I mean, I don't know if appreciated. I don't know if I would say appreciated. Sorry. An episode that made me feel things, but the fact that I felt those things is an indication of how much I cared. And that is a good thing, because it's a good thing to care about stories. Yeah, sure, that works. That is how I felt about previous episode. And that's how I feel about this season, really. So I really like this season. I hated watching previous episode. And I understand, like, I said this already in previous video, but, like, I understand why people might hate this season. Or they might hate previous episode. And it's like, this is the worst episode of the show. 1 out of 10, I hated it. And I'm like, I get that. But, like, I think that is like a clear dividing line between the way in which two different people might be seeking different things in the same story that they're both reading, really. Because you might be seeking something that is more meaningful, I suppose, more of more of a thematic pull. Or maybe you're someone that is seeking a connection, that is something that is more emotional with the characters. Like, maybe you would see characters as something that is something you can emotionally connect with, which is not a bad thing. I actually think a lot of stories are better if you do it that way, and a lot of stories are made to be that way. But then there's also a different view, which might be just characters are just, first of all, they don't exist, so I shouldn't get mad or upset at them or by them. And two, they are just a vessel, a conduit in order for the rest of the story to happen, you know? Characters exist because the story needs to exist, which means the character is not real. It just serves in order to be a part of the story. But maybe you don't see them that way. Maybe you just see them as your guy that you really like because you connect with them, or maybe you like certain aspects of them. And both ways of looking at it are completely fine, because ultimately, like, the way in which you interact with a piece of media is your own. That's what I think. The way in which you interact with a piece of media is your own. It's you decide for an experience to be whatever you want it to be. And I understand watching previous episode and being like, nah, dog, fuck this. And being like, this is everything I hate. I don't want to look at it. Fuck this show. This show sucks now. The show ended in season 5, actually. I understand people who feel that way. I don't. I liked it. I mean, I hated it. But broader terms, you know, the bigger picture, I liked it. Because I liked the season. This season has made me fucking miserable. But I do like the season. Because it has made me fucking miserable. That's how I feel. I do like that this season of the show has made me feel things like that. And I think the reason why, a little bit of a tangent here, but, you know, let's inflate the length of the video, I suppose, giving my editor more work. I do think that the reason why I feel that way is because I like whenever a story takes itself seriously. I do. I like honesty, and I like being genuine. That's what I like. I think my favorite pieces of media are pieces of media that are, like, genuine as fuck. Like, you can tell that the guy who is making that is just making something that they 100% feel. It's like, I'm putting this in here and this is for real. I believe that Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a show that is many things at different times. And a lot of the times, it's not genuine. A lot of the times, Buffy is deliberately ironic. Because Buffy is doing a lot of subversion. A lot of the times. And subversion, by definition, is not playing it straight. It's grabbing something and being like, haha, we're doing the opposite thing. Bitch, you thought. And there's a different appreciation for it that I didn't have before, that I do have now. That is placing Buffy within the historical context in which it came out in. And that is a different topic of conversation that I don't want to get into right now. But it is a different appreciation that I didn't have for before, and I do have now. So that is something that I get that Buffy is doing a lot of the times. But that doesn't mean I have to really like it. Because that's not what I gravitate towards. What I gravitate towards is whenever you play it straight. Is whenever you are genuine about the stories that you're telling. The way characters feel, the way that things are happening, everything, just playing it for real. That is what I like. I don't like the, joke, funny quip, wink, wink, notch, notch. Like, that's not my preference. And I understand that for a lot of people it is. It's just, haha, that's fun. I like the fun of it. I do think that Buffy is a show that tries to be really fun. My preference is not really when it's fun. My preference is that when it's real. When and it's not just real in terms of the severity of things. It's real in the emotions that it is going for. This entire season has played it straight. Season 6, no jokes, playing it straight. All of it is playing it straight. Life is miserable. Everything sucks. We have the ups and we have the downs, and we have relationships and we have breakups and we have abuse and we have a lot of fucked up shit that happened this season. And every single part of it was played straight. It wasn't played for jokes. It wasn't played for laughs. It wasn't played for irony. It wasn't played for subversion. It was just played straight. And I like that. I like that a lot. I really like that a lot. And that also applies to some episodes of previous Buffy and some storylines of previous Buffy. I think season 5 is also really good for that very reason. I think season 5 played it generally straight. Not every episode, but a lot of them, that's what they did. Maybe the best episode of the show was The Body, and that was an episode that played it 110% straight. That episode couldn't be straighter. And that's why that episode is so good. This season, I feel the same way. Now, the downside of the season is that there's no good things that happen in the season. Everything is fucking miserable. The only good thing we had going on was that Willow overcame her magic addiction, and then her and Tara got back together. That was the only good thing we had, and it lasted maybe 25 minutes, and then Tara died. And now Willow is gonna blow up. So, like, it wasn't really a good thing. It was just them priming you to make you feel even more miserable. So on some level, the only complaint that I would have for this season, right now before the season's even over, the only complaint that I would have is that the season tries too hard to make itself miserable. To the point that like it's almost cartoonish in how much everything sucks at all times. I think that we needed like maybe 2 less tragedies to happen. 2, pick any 2. I don't care the severity of them. Just like less of them. Because I'm watching season 6 and at some point it does feel like I'm walking and then lightning strikes. And then I'm like, oh man, okay, I'm standing back up. Okay, I'm gonna walk again, and then lightning hits me again. And then I do that over and over for like 20 episodes, and it's just like, at a certain point, the lightning hitting me is not as sad and miserable, and it's just like, man, what are we doing? You know, like at some point it feels that way. And I do feel like season 6 has had so many fucked up things happen in it that I'm just sitting here like, was it too much? Not for the sake of how much it hurt me, but for the sake of like, at a certain point, it feels like it's some like Looney Tunes shit. How many times this has happened? It's every episode. It's like, it's actually funny because no one's life is as bad as every character's lives is in this season, individually, almost, you know? And actually, no, I shouldn't say that, because the truth is that real people's lives are actually that bad and worse. But the fact that it happens so much every episode, I'm just sitting here like, man, that's just way too much, dog. But generally speaking, I like this season. I do, because it plays it straight. It's very real. I do like it. So that's how I feel. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else I can say about this episode. I mean, I feel bad about Dawn. I hope that Jonathan and Andrew don't get flailed alive the way Warren did. I do hope that they go in jail. Like, I don't think they deserve the level of violence that Willow wants to inflict upon them. But at the same time, I don't know how they get out of this. I don't. So, I don't know. We'll see. It seems that Annie and Sandra are just done, which I get. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, I think it sucks that Tara wasn't being given proper grieving. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the season. Maybe that's the way the season's gonna end. It's like after all of the shit that happens with Willow, the way we maybe talk her down out of it, it's like you haven't even mourned Tara yet. Like we're all, instead of mourning Tara, we're all following your crazy ass that wants to kill yourself. Like kill everybody and then yourself because you're so self-destructive. And we haven't even sat down to cry for Tara. And maybe that's going to be something that snaps her out of it. But I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's this episode. I don't know what else I can say. See you guys next time. And alright everyone, if you would like to watch the next 2 episode reactions to finale for season 6, this crazy roller coaster, you can do so over at the Patreon. Check out the link below. Social media, pop-ups on screen, all the shit that I can do. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye. Take care.